His stream was glitching or lagging every now and then. I just wanted to preface this as this was not on my end.
Hey guys, it's Ken from KBDProductionsTV. Got a little distracted there because I have my phone hooked up from my vlog channel so that I can make sure the stream's working well, and it was just sitting there, and then I forgot to turn the audio off, so we're good. Excellent. How you guys doing?
Right off the get-go, Ken is already putzing around with his phone and explaining why it becomes a distraction to him during his streams. Seems now he is reacting to all the things we have criticized him about for weeks. This is far too amusing.
Got Darth Vader, Kevin W, and Chocolate Operator in the house when 102 other people watching live from around the world. We got Nicholas, Grant, the random guy, Sean M. Welcome everyone. How you guys doing? This is the turn that. Oh no, wrong. There we go. That's better. I remember to charge my batteries yesterday. Hey Krista.
Then comes the reading off of who has been chatting in the chat before he is distracted by his lights. That must be quite the sight for people walking down his street to see Ken sitting in front of his large living room window with lights and a camera set up in front of him.
And so I would be prepared this time. I'm going to move my camera over right there. That's better. So I am having myself a nice big coffee with my very cool mug.
Oh look, he has to tell us and show us what he is drinking today. Although no, after that sip. If I had to guess, he likely couldn't recall Captain America, so he just called it his very cool mug.
Kevin W says, yo. John Riley in the house. Hello, Ken, and members and moderators. Don't forget, moderators. So welcome every single one of you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. Again, I am hosting this show every single Wednesday for an hour to show my support or my appreciation back to all the people who support my channel through becoming a member and through the support of doing my big live streams for everyone, to my moderators. So thank you very much, everyone. Illinois Tom is back in the house. Scott Murray just popped in. Hey, Ken. And something I hope is well. I'm not sure what E1.
Looks like Grandpa Ken doesn't know that E1 is internet slang for everyone. That is kind of internet speak 101.
You need to try Rampage coffee. Sounds interesting. Sounds like maybe a bit of a kick. Oh yeah, I just made that coffee. Nice and hot. So hot. You need to try Rampage coffee. When's the next 24-hour video? I'm working on it today, actually, Nicholas. Just like last week, I'm right in the middle of shooting that. So I shot some stuff this morning, this afternoon. I'm doing a live show. I'm taking a break to do the live show. And then I have to head out again and do 2 more restaurants. If you guys want to make any... Oh, everyone. Ah, okay. Thanks, Sean M, for educating me on the E1. Everyone. Got it.
Educated, but there is infamous touching of the glasses to show he doesn't give a shit.
And Adam Short, thank you very much. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say your name, man. Negan. Tire Nagan? Tier Nagan, is that right? Correct me, please. Tier Nagan. I think we had this issue last week.
So apparently, if we correct him on his flubs, he says it is negative and he strikes us down, literally. But here he is begging to be corrected if he is wrong, but likely secretly hoping he is right. Even though he may have forgotten how to say it over the course of a week, which would show how little he cares about the members.
Nicholas says, will one of them be Pizza Nova? I'm not sure if it will work. Today is ordering what do I call it? Ordering or choosing what the cashier's worst food item at that restaurant is.
He really made that sound more complicated than it needed to be, although he couldn't recall what exactly he was doing.
So, hey Brandon. King Tazzy. I'll take it. Oh boy. Go to A&W. I did already. Random guy. Nice. Little spoiler alert. I'm not telling you what it was. That was on the menu that I had to have. Anything pizza related would be good. So that's 2 people that want me to do pizza. I'm just not sure if it will work going into a pizza joint and saying, in your opinion, what is all this stuff is like, there's no set rules. Look at all the wrenches in the chat. Yeah, King Tassie, man, this is for members and moderators only. We have 119 people though watching, which is great. We have actually 66 66 members now. So we're like, what, 34 away from the big 2-hour mukbang. So if you want to become a member to see a 2-hour mukbang, it'll be on a Wednesday. I'll start it at 4 again. It'll go till 6. And it will be for members and moderators only. But I would like to see if we can reach that milestone of 100 members. And then I'll be doing a special 2-hour mukbang. I don't know from what. Probably pizza and wings and stuff like that. I'll probably get like a kit.
Further proof his diet is going so phenomenally well. Seems as though he isn't even bothering to try and pass off this charade anymore. I think I'm going to do what Ken couldn't. I have some weight I'd like to drop, so I think I'm going to start doing a weekly weigh-in starting in a future live stream video showing footage of what the scale says. I'll make a separate video explaining this and how it will work and yada yada yada.
Random guy says the Buddy Burgers. And that's Random's least favorite thing. The Eggs Benny was a great video. Loved it. Thank you very much. It did all right too. Like, I wasn't sure how well that video would do compared to these letting people choose videos.
So a company kind of partners with you on the video and you say it did all right, and then quickly try to clarify that you feel your rather boring trend of having others pick things for you is so much better? Honestly, Ken, it isn't. You make that trend as snooze fest as it is the same restaurants over and over and over. You never branch out, and that is why your channel is as plateaued as it is. It is like that stale box of cereal that sits in the cupboard as people are too afraid to consume it and don't just want to toss it out.
Do Yelp's worst rated. To all my members and moderators, if you guys want to give me some insight, you guys all know that I live north of Toronto, south of Barrie, so anywhere in Barrie, Newmarket, Bradford, Toronto, any of those areas that you find a review that's negative for that restaurant, you want me to go there and see if it is as bad as people say, I'm totally willing to do that. I just don't know how you guys would want me to research that. There will be people, of course, that say, oh, I like eating there. I don't know why you picked that restaurant. but it's got to be legit worst reviewed restaurants, and I just don't know how I should go about doing that. I know how I should do it. I just don't know how I should research it, and which ones you guys would want me to do, right?
Typical Ken trying to get others to do all the work for him by saying he isn't sure how he could go about doing it, making the excuse that perhaps his fans would get upset. Not that difficult to scroll through the search results and see restaurants that only have 1 to 3 stars, and then look and see what the reviews say and figure out if that fits the worst restaurant criteria.
Hey Ken, how are you and the family doing? Hope all going well. You rock, dude. Thanks, David. Sean M says KBD party. King Tazzy says cool. Adam Short says, have you thought about a hot wings challenge again? Possibly. Again, I'm not into doing a whole lot of challenges anymore, but it is possible they could come up again. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to do them again. I'm just not doing them at the moment.
Reacting to this is so boring, because listening to Ken just reading out who said what with that monotone demeanor makes you want to slam your face into the keyboard. Seriously. So many people do live streams, and they are so entertaining and engaging. Ken Domik is not engaging whatsoever. Only time he shows any sort of emotion is when money is involved, or he is eating or drinking something he actually wants.
James Baxter, hello, Ken, members and mods. Do Yelp's worst rated? Do Yelp's worst rated? Again, how do you figure that out? You go to Yelp and you like type in, because most people don't search worst rated restaurants, do they?
It is called having to do some work. You look through the list, see which ones have the lowest stars to narrow it down, and then you look into those ones by seeing the reviews. It is not that hard, Ken. You likely just don't want to spend the time to do that, given you never seem to put any research effort into anything that you do. If you did, then you wouldn't have ventured out to find an empty cake vending machine.
Darth Vader says, are you going do Five Guys milkshakes finally? Thank you for that note. I got that on the messages. I'll have to figure out, like, I just did something for Five Guys, so I'll have to wait a bit before I do Five Guys again.
Has to wait to go back to Five Guys, but he will go to McDonald's, Wendy's, or most other burger and fry places constantly. Guess because they have gimmicks and he doesn't have to get out of his car.
Kevin W says 2-hour mukbang should be Chinese food. Oh man. Or wings, lol. Kevin W, yes. So a couple of people agree. Possibly Chinese food. Just get an array of things and try my hardest to eat as much as I can. That could be fun.
So much for the so-called diet and weight loss, eh? Sounds like a typical day Ken stuffing his face to pack on the pounds.
So we have 109 people watching live. Thank you very much, anybody and everybody who's hanging out, watching this live stream. We have a few ideas to talk about today. 2 people left comments on my community tab. I'll get to that in just a minute. This time is perfect for the Netherlands. It is 22:06 now, right? 22 is 10 o'clock, right? So you guys are 6 hours out. 6 hours ahead of us. Sean M says, what up, James? The random guy says, go to Firehouse. Again, I think I'm possibly, thanks for the suggestions. I'm looking at all the suggestions and I'll juggle them in my head until one of them works for me and you. I'm not sure if I want to go into a restaurant and then ask them those questions.
Ken doesn't like going in and asking questions due to what appears to be an inability to eloquently dialogue with people to convey his questions. He already had a difficult enough time earlier trying to think of what was on his mug. He didn't succeed with that, and when trying to figure out what his new video was. Apparently being face to face with someone and asking, "What would you say is the worst item on the menu?" is way too complicated.
KBD versus LA Beast Eating Challenge. Yeah, he kicked my ass. I've been on hold with Rogers for an hour. Someone send help. LOL. What's up with Rogers? Like for your cell phone or your cable or internet? What?
As if Ken truly cares what the person was calling into Rogers about. Ha 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 ha.
Adam Shaw says when you're next in the UK, I can take you for the worst Donair kebab you'll ever have tried. That's a date. I don't know if I want to look forward to that. RL, how are you, sir?
Don Air? Once again, another food item he mispronounces. It is Donair. In 2015, he did a video where he said both and exclaimed, "I always forget how to say it. Pity that we live in the internet age when you can go online and dictionary sites will have a recording of the word being said. And we are getting the bored head bopping now."
How's down south? Kevin W says, or maybe a hot wings style setup. Each wing is different spice. LOL. I did that at, whatchamacallit, what was it? What's that chicken place? Nando's. We did they had like a Russian, it was called the chicken wing roulette challenge. Have you ever been to the Dutch restaurant? Where is the Dutch restaurant? Or are you talking about a Dutch restaurant? I think I have. Nick Wick 35, how are you? 2223 Division Road, Kingsville, Ontario. I'll have to look it up. In my opinion, hop off and go eat some food. Oh, okay. You'll be back. Rogers are the worst. They give no crack about their customers. Probably crap is what you probably wanted to spell. Warm in North Carolina, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It is, I don't know. It is 19 degrees Celsius here in Ontario, Canada. Kevin W. remembers Nando's. Scott Murray says, Ken, have you ever done a food review in my hometown of Bowmanville? Have I been to Bowmanville? No, I don't think so. There was a place called Bobby C's that was recently bought out and now is called The Deck. Would you consider trying that? Possible.
Possible is Ken's version of not a chance in hell.
We got a new member, Zach P. Everybody, welcome Zach P. as a new member. I believe that will be 67 members for this channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for all your support. Nick Wick says, I can't stand dealing with cell phone companies.
That was as excited as you'll see Ken all stream, and that was rather lame. Gotta feel sorry for those who signed up, and that's the best he could do to welcome you.
Nicholas says, let's try to get Ken to go to Pizza Nova for his next 24-hour video. The thing is, pizza places don't open sometimes till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's hard to do. I think I'd rather do something like, McDonald's living at McDonald's for 24 hours. That would be an interesting situation.
I feel sorry for any employees or members of the public that would have to endure seeing you do something like that. You are cranky enough as it is, so not sure what you'd be like on no sleep. We'll have to petition McDonald's to not allow that.
Brandon says, Zach, hello. Krista says, welcome, Zach. Zach P says, hey, y'all. It's 32 degrees Celsius here. Wow. 32 degrees Celsius? Are you sure? I guess, yeah, that's possible. Right? It can't be 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Or it'd be freezing.
You question if it can be 32 Celsius? Really? Some parts of Europe and Asia have seen temperatures in excess of 42 degrees Celsius. Hell, it was warmer than that in the GTA already this summer.
It's been hot. It's been hot in Manchester, England today. Almost 31 degrees. 18 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think 18 degrees Fahrenheit would be right. Maybe 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Rogers did the same. And when we threatened to leave our accounts for Rogers, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we can give you a deal now. Yeah, you just gotta go straight for the throat. They say, you know what? I'm leaving. Robbie Suits, how are you, sir?
Ken seems to know about working situations to his advantage. A little while back, he was going on about how he was going to force the hand of some store to throw in some batteries for free just because he was a customer. He likes to give the illusion that he is all about local business and helping, but it seems to be insincere.
Hi, Ken. Just got off an hour and 15 minutes virtual meeting for work. Happy never drink alcohol ever again. Would you do it? Yep. Easy. Easy decision.
Ken would likely take the money and the deal, but would turn around when no one is looking and down a few cold ones. Ken doesn't come off as someone whose word you can trust.
I'm throating hunting right now. Is that right? I'm throating hunting right now. Ha ha ha. I got an itch right here. It won't go away.
That was the most annoying he has done in a while. Seriously, Ken, what goes on in your feeble head to make you think you doing that is somehow cool or appealing? Seems his itch is moving up from his moobs to his neck now. We've all seen when he goes to town scratching his moobs.
All right, so earlier on today on my community tab on KBDProductionsTV, I asked the question, like, what do you guys want to, any topics you guys wanted to talk about? And I had two. Did you find any new camera equipment today? I just was inquiring about some stuff.
Nearly 20 minutes in, and he decides to break out the fact he had posted the question to get ideas for topics of conversation. Kudos to you, Ken, for giving us nearly a third of the show in the same boring format before trying to spice things up a bit. Although the fact you only got 2 ideas from your members is priceless.
James, thanks for letting me know about the new member. Did you hear, Ken, that Austin Matthews tested positive for COVID? That's not good. How did he get it? Those are the things I need to know. I need to know how he contracted that.
Matthews lives in Arizona, which is one of the hot spots. Even if he was being careful, we have told you time and time again this is a highly contagious virus. All it takes is one droplet from an infected person and boom, you have COVID-19. So to be flabbergasted by this only goes to support the evidence you have provided throughout this entire pandemic that you do not care. All you seem to care about is money and how quickly you can get back to traveling, which is ridiculous.
All right, so Amy Mitchell Gaming offered a question up for a topic to talk about today. What are your plans after COVID-19 is over? I don't think it's going to be over for like another year for just getting things like more back to normal than now.
How about you tune into some news coverage, Ken? This is not going to go away in a year. It might die down, but researchers are already under the impression this is going to be a cyclical situation. We don't see a vaccine within a year. We won't see the virus disappear. It's being reported that people who recovered from the virus are showing a decrease in antibodies, which is leading to speculation that perhaps immunity to the virus may be short-lived. Do you honestly have to catch the virus in order for you to get it through your thick skull that this is not just the common cold?
But basically, as soon as the borders open up and I can start flying to the United States or driving to the United States, I'm going to be making a lot of content for you guys. At least every 3 weeks, I'm going to jump in my car, head down to the United States, or head across Canada, or jump on a plane, head to all over the different places that I need to go to. I think I had about 3 major trips planned before COVID hit, and they all got canceled. I'll also be going to the United Kingdom and Europe to get other videos done. So stay tuned.
Typical Ken. Thank goodness the border is expected to be closed indefinitely. Europe is banning Americans from entering, and hopefully Canada follows that trend. You truly don't seem to listen to or read any news sources, if I had to guess, seeing as you think it is fine and dandy for us to get back to the old way of things. Go for it then, Ken. If you get the virus and you succumb to it, I guess we can't exactly say we told you so.
That's why all your support in as being a member, being a Patreon on my Patreon, doing super chats like James Baxter just did. You're the best. Glad you're here for us. Not a problem, James. Thank you for all your support, dude.
Yep, he is so damn thankful and appreciative for all of you that hand him your hard-earned money so he can live a better life. He showed so much enthusiasm in thanking them right there. And of course, the glass is touching.
So, Amy Mitchell Gaming, thanks for the topic. Like I said, I cannot wait until I can start traveling again so I can make awesome content for you guys. I really miss doing that. Why does this window not want to move? It is weird. It is weird. I have sent you a DM on Instagram to show you the temperature in Manchester, England. Well, let's check that. Celsius. No rain. That can't be from England. Doesn't it rain there all the time? Just kidding. 31. Oh, 8. What's the 18 then? Oh, the low. So you got that's a big range, man. So it's gonna be your high is gonna be 31 and your low is gonna be 18. That's pretty dramatic.
18 would be the nighttime low, Ken. See, at night, with the sun not shining, it tends to get cooler. Funny how that works, eh?
Thanks for that little update. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and we had another topic from Zara, I believe, Zahra. And last name is Bandali. Bandali. Hey Ken, where do you see the food industry going these days? Maybe that can be a topic. I'll get right over to you in a second, Bernard. So the topic is, where do you see the food industry going these days? I'm pretty sure a lot of companies have gone bankrupt. My buddy Paul is just barely hanging on. I've gone there 4 times now to eat and to try and help out as best I can. Carol and I went there for lunch last Friday, and I've gone a couple times by myself as well. So I'm trying to support the local, support local restaurants and mom and pop shops. But again, there are people that work at McDonald's, at Wendy's and stuff that live in my neighborhoods that need support for me buying food there as well. So although it's an American company, the people that work there and the people that own these restaurants are Canadian. So I'm trying to support them as well. And maybe, she said, maybe that could be a topic, or he said. So I think there are a lot of restaurants that will hang on and they will make it through this. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to skip this next song just because I want to. Little Summer City happening.
I'm fairly certain that wasn't why that member asked that question. Many of those restaurants that are franchises weren't greatly impacted by the pandemic. Drive-thrus were busy, so maybe sales compared to the previous year might be slightly down, but profit is still profit. I feel the true question was focusing on the social distancing aspect. I feel many establishments are going to begin making delivery a bigger priority. Some places that didn't have a proper web presence might do the same.
So Bernard Lowe, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Ken, you, sir, are the best and most gifted foodie YouTuber there is. Always great content and always creating new trends such as the last few videos. Well, thanks. I wouldn't say I started that trend. Derek, a gentleman by the name of Derek, he started the whole letting the person in front of me decide what I eat for 24 hours. And then Dame jumped on it. Then I jumped on it. And I jumped on that because JP and Julia, when I went to visit them last year, he told me to jump on trends and keep looking to see what's going on. Either create your own trends or just follow trends because everybody's doing it and it's a lot of fun. So I took JP's advice and Julia's advice, and I thank them. Very, very good dear friends of mine, and from Healthy Junk Food. If you don't know who Healthy Junk Food is, give them a shot. They rock. I think they're over 2.2 million subscribers now. They're doing very, very well for themselves.
Surprised that he actually gave credit to the person on the trend. It's interesting that he says JP and Julia from Healthy Junk Food told him to follow trends. Those two tend to create their own unique trends, which is why they have grown to the size they are. Ken, meanwhile, just takes what others are doing and hopes it pans out for him. If it doesn't, then he immediately abandons it for something else. Ken doesn't seem like he is capable of developing a trend, or he just can't be bothered to put in that sort of effort.
So thank you very much, Bernard Lowe. The random guy says they might open up borders sometime in July, so what we are being told. Yeah, if things keep going on the downcline, then that might happen.
Only way that happens is if Trudeau goes full-on stupid. He has done or said the occasional thing that raises eyebrows, but I don't feel he would be negligent enough to open the borders in July based on what we are seeing in the U.S. Florida has more cases now than all of Canada combined. They are getting more new cases in a day than all of Ontario. So you tell me how opening up the border would be smart. The U.S. has handled this pandemic poorly.
Darth Vader said almost 60,000 COVID-19 cases in Virginia. How bad is it in Ontario? I'm not sure the exact numbers. I've been watching globally as opposed to locally. So if anybody knows the numbers for Darth Vader, let him know.
I find this highly unlikely. If you are truly doing that, and yet you still think it is fine to resume traveling, then Ken, I really have to question your intelligence level. No one can be that arrogant.
James Baxter says it's 29 degrees Celsius in Brocksville. Brandon's comment is, so I'm not familiar with Canadian history, but I know how the U.S. has states. Oh, yeah, we have provinces, yeah. Thomas Becca says, forecast says 30 in southwest Finland tomorrow. Yikes. I just need to extend this. Okay, there we go. Kevin W. says, I need to get you to Pita Deli, Lebanese restaurant in Whippy. It's an institution. Lines out the door. The pitas are bigger than your hand. That sounds good. Now I'm hungry. Good job.
Look how hungry he is, everybody. Can you tell he is hungry now? I can't.
Tell Paul and his wife that I'm praying my rosaries for them and their business. Wish I lived close enough so I could come and dine. Well, thank you very much, Robbie Suits. That's very kind of you. Derek Gerard, that's it. Thanks, Nicholas. I couldn't remember his last name. He used to watch my videos before he became huge. Now he doesn't.
Only a fraction of people watch your videos. Whatever could it be that deters people from watching, do you think, Ken? Likely is jealous that someone else who was once smaller than him is now bigger. See what happens when people don't just do as little as possible or come off as being legitimately sincere?
Because he's huge. Big YouTuber. Burst in the door. I'm here. Just being Kyle. How are you, sir? What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee. I cooked up a big pot of coffee, Tim Hortons, and so that's what I'm doing. I just want to check something. Hang on.
Cooked up some coffee, eh? I always thought people brewed their coffee.
There you go. Okay, I've got all the windows I think I need open. Pull that to the front, Perfect. Okay. My kids love JP and Julia and Ken, of course. Aw, thanks. Kevin, tell your kids I say hi. Did you visit JP and Julia the time that was going to move? Yeah, I visited JP and Julia like months before they left for Orlando. Then they moved to Orlando, and then I visited them in Orlando as well.
I don't foresee another collab in the near future, or ever. It would only serve to help Ken and hurt them, and I feel they are wise to that fact now.
Thomas Becca, do Tickle Toad sell gift cards? I don't know. You'd have to check out their website. I've never bought a gift card. I just go there and eat. So, sorry, Kevin W. I saw. Oh, sorry, you're talking to Kevin. Krista says 33,800 cases of COVID in Ontario. Yeah, that's a lot.
Touching the glasses as he says that to signify he truly doesn't care. We saw just how much he has cared about this pandemic.
Derek Gerard is my second favorite YouTuber after Ken. Aw, Nicholas, thank you. Tell him I said hi. Keep bugging him every video. Say you need to collab with Ken and help his channel grow. That would be fantastic, Nicholas.
There's the real Ken. Funny how he thinks collabs are supposed to be one-sided. He wants someone else who is bigger to help him grow. So rather than do things himself, which he seems incapable of doing, he wants someone else to just do the work for him. Unfreaking real.
Brandon says, Ken, you should do a Wawa versus Subway sub comparison. That would be fantastic. Next time, as soon as the borders open up, I'll have to head down. Michael Newton with the $20 super chat. Always love your work, Ken. It is 4:30 in the morning here, 4:24 a.m. So I am back to bed. Hi to the Domik Nation and from Perth, Australia. Michael, thanks for stopping by, sir. I tried I'm not sure if you noticed, I tried in the Egglicious video, I tried your utensils, and they don't snap shut. So you go to cut, and then the knife kind of bounces back out of the lock position. But thanks anyway. I tried them.
Whatever happened to that set you had ages ago when you said you were going to use it over one-use plastics? Those didn't last long at all. Too much work, I suppose, to have to bring them in to wash, then carry them back out to the car to use again.
James says, super chats. Just Being Kyle says, is there anything about the VidCon experience that isn't enjoyable? All the vlogs look like such fun, but I'm sure it can be stressful amongst the commotion. Back in the day, like I started going 6 years ago. Have I missed 2 now? This would be the second one. I was going to go this year, but then COVID happened. I had it all planned in my head. But the first 5 years that I went were a lot of fun. A lot of YouTubers could walk around freely, and then it just got a little out of hand. And so they started kind of locking up all the biggest YouTubers, kept them away from VidCon in another building, secret location, so that there wouldn't be any negative situations. So it was much more fun in the past, and it's still fun to go to, but I went 5 years in a row, and that's why I didn't go last year. Didn't need to go again. And plus I had done a bunch of things prior to that. Needed to stay home once in a while, you know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know what you are saying. How come you didn't take that mentality the past few months when the government's asked us to stay home? How come all you can talk about is how you want to get back on the road or in planes to go to the US as soon as you are possibly able? See, that we can understand, as you seem to be motivated by compulsive greed and a complete lack of empathy to the rest of the public.
What did Nicholas say earlier? I do, Ken. Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy. I left a comment on one of his videos saying he should collab with you. Thank you. RL. Coronavirus cases are rising here in the south. Oh, that's not good. That means the borders are going to stay closed longer.
Yes, because your inability to travel to do non-essential videos should totally be exempt and trump any attempts to quell the spread of the virus, right, Ken?
We got another new member, Johnny Hex. Blacksaw, Johnny Hex. Thanks for becoming a new member. We're up to 68, I believe. 68 new members. We're getting closer to that 100, so I could do that 2-hour mukbang of killerness. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but new member. You should do a collab with Derek and Jad. That would be cool, doing a food challenge with them. Yeah, do like a 24-hour extravaganza thing. do one for his channel, one for my channel. Pimp each other out. Not that he needs my help anymore. I need his help now.
Might be too late for help at this point.
Tickle Toe breakfast, lunch, dinner video. They're not open for breakfast, but I think they do have an all-day breakfast, so that's a possibility, Kevin W. I could live in there. We'll set up a tent. So everybody, welcome. Black Saw Johnny Hex. When you become a new member, does it give you the option to leave a comment? It doesn't look like it. Oh well. What would be the review on your bucket list that you haven't done yet? What's that? Franklin's Barbecue in Austin, Texas. I have to go back. I have to do another Buc-ee's video. And I also need to do a Franklin's Barbecue for sure. Dun, dun, dun. All the people saying hello and welcome to Johnny X. I think it's Johnny Hex. Water and ice mukbang. That would be so exciting.
Probably more exciting than these live streams, as you'd likely just complain or do a bunch of exaggerated ahs.
I did 2 or 3 day old sushi mukbang, and people hated it. I thought it would have been hilarious that I'm attempting to eat 2 or 3 day old sushi from a party that we had. And it was a big thing. I think it was 40 pieces. I can't remember. I can't remember if I ate it all or not. You got to extend this. Ooh la la.
So dumb.
I drive by the Tickle Toad all the time. This shouldn't be shutting off. There we go. What's your top 5 Italian dishes, Ken? If you consider pizza to be just Italian, I guess pizza would be my number 1. And then after that, maybe lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli. Again, I'm not super versed on all the cool Italian dishes. But if you want to write down 5, I could put them in specific order.
See, this is why Ken should stop considering himself a foodie, as he truly is not. Processed foods are the majority of his diet, and the fact that he couldn't name a dish that wasn't pizza or a pasta is just ridiculous.
Thanks for this. I just responded to your comment. You don't have to super chat to leave a comment after you become a member. But thank you anyway. Hey guys, chicken parmesan for sure. I went to a place with my buddy Ryan in Buffalo, and I had probably one of the best parmesan chickens. Was it? No, it's parmesan spaghetti. Yeah, I don't think there was chicken on it. There was 2 meatballs. So it's spaghetti parm or something. And it was a very famous location.
Knowing Ken, it was probably a damn Sbarro's. Ha 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 ha.
The meeting is until 3, but I always like to come to New York a little bit early and hit some of my favorite haunts. Like right here is my favorite New York pizza joint. And I'm gonna go get me a New York slice.
Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? How's the baby? Stephanie had a baby, people. And she named it KBD.
In his head, he was wishing he wasn't kidding. Egotism.
No, she didn't. Yeah, the spaghetti parm. That was probably one of my favorite dishes. That's definitely ranks very high on my Italian Italian food list. So Johnny Hex, I'm not sure exactly where you're from, but if you're ever in Buffalo, you probably have to get it to go. I'm not sure if they've shut down. I hope they make it through this because I'd like to go back there and do some more food reviews. But I took Ryan there because Ryan suggested that I do the largest gas station or the largest truck stop in the world. So, and that video was a huge success. So I wanted to treat him to dinner. There's Stephanie, veal parmesan sandwiches. Veal parmesan sandwiches are fantastic as well. Captain LeBlanc has come amongst us. Michael Newton with another $10 super chat to one of our 100 members to be drawn by Ken on a live stream if he agrees. So it is written. So it is done. With Ken's grace, of course. $100. Oh, I get it. I saw the 100B and I'm like, I don't know what that is. UX. So I personally offer 100 because. Got it.
Glasses touch means Ken doesn't like the idea. Chances of him giving away money like this is a would not recommend on his scale, meaning pigs have a better chance of flying.
Send me a DM me on that. It's $100. I personally offer $100 for the 100 members. That would be cool. Thank you. Stephanie says thank you. Robbie Suits says congratulations to Stephanie. David says congratulations to Stephanie. James reminds me about the super chat. Thank you. Krista says congrats, Steph. Stephanie said thank you again. Zach Attack Studios. Hello. Hey Ken. Hey Zach. We have 2 new members, Zach P and Johnny Hex. I like saying that. Hex. Congrats definitely on the little one. I hope he or she was a healthy one, of course. Super healthy. Italian food in North Carolina is horrible. Hardly any Italian people here. Huh. Daniel, how are you? Daniel Brooks, hey Ken, thanks for the videos. Much love from the UK. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. He is doing awesome, perfectly healthy and happy. Tazzy, King Tazzy says $100 you mean? Yeah, when people type in code, I find it hard to keep up. Sorry.
Several normal sips, and then he pauses, and then he decides to do the exaggerated oy vey.
Welcome, Blackshaw. Do. I guess you have a point there. I only recently found out there is a massive distillery near me and they do tours. I never knew about it. Once it is open, I might do a video vlog. That'd be cool. I like the one you did at the Steam Whistle. Thank you. How about the one I did in, whatchamacallit? Milwaukee.
It is so nice how he quickly switches to bringing up another video he did of touring a brewery. Rather than give a member some support, he circles back to his own channel and videos. That is typically just how Ken is.
Nicholas says congratulations to Steph. Night all / good morning. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, it's 20 to 5 in the afternoon here. in Canada. Ontario, Canada. You still need review Olive Garden. Yeah, I don't think we have an Olive Garden here, do we? Leave it to me. I'll find a location. There you go. Thanks, buddy. Stephanie Blanc says, currently outside sipping on a drink in the 39-degree weather here. That's crazy weather. Amanda Walker, good morning from Australia. Good morning. Destiny's Embrace Games. Welcome. Brand new member, people. That's 3. So that's 67, 68, 69th member. Destiny's Embrace. The magical 69 members.
Honestly surprised we didn't get a double whammy there of ooh la la and the
Welcome aboard, Destiny. Ken, are you still doing the cameos? Yes, I am. There's a special link on my Instagram.
And they are still as cringy and self-absorbed as ever. Why people would pay $20 for you to say their name and then talk about yourself is beyond me.
Krista Edwards says, welcome to Destiny. Michael says, welcome to all. James Baxter says, new member. Welcome to all new members. Mike out. See you, Mike. Everybody say goodnight to Michael. He obviously had an all-nighter and needs to go to bed. He's in Perth, Australia. Thanks, Mike. Have a good sleep. John Riley says, welcome aboard Destiny. David says, where would you go and visit again apart from Japan, and what would you review? Apart from Japan. I would love to go to Thailand. I'd love to go to Korea, Vietnam. If you're talking about East. If you're talking about Asia. I'd like to go to India too, but I'd want an entourage of some type to take me around. Because I'm a little scared to go to India.
Once again, not paying attention to the question. The member asked where he would like to go again. So listing off countries he hasn't been to was not the right answer, Ken. Although, I guess Ken must think he is going to get mugged in India or something. Guess he might also believe that all Mexicans are drug dealers, criminals, and rapists, like Trump said during his presidential bid announcement.
Scott Murray says, welcome, Destiny. Destiny's Embrace says, hey, Ken, this is Amy Stevenson. You made me a member... Or, sorry, you may remember me commenting on your Instagram post. Hey, Amy, welcome. Amy Stevenson. Or is it Stephenson? Stephenson? Doot. Lynette says, welcome to Destiny. You have to go to Author Avenue in the Bronx, New York for the best Italian food. Sounds good to me. Night, dude. Take it easy. Sleep well, says David. I guess to Michael. What sort of restaurant does your friend own? It is an English-style pub called the Tickled Toad. Night, Michael says, Icy Chris. Hey, Icy Chris. How's it going? James says, welcome to Destiny. Lynette says, the drone shots on your reviews, are they from you? Some of them are from me. Some of them I purchase from a website.
So just the illegal ones that you do over private establishments that put them at liability if you cause damage or bodily harm to their customers are yours, eh? Many of those establishments don't like that you are doing that and have said if they catch you, they will call the authorities. Wouldn't that be interesting to see happen?
I mean, the places you have already been to, you liked and would visit again, dude. I mean the places you have already been to. Like I said, I'd like to go back to Austin. I'd love to go to New Orleans again. There's so much stuff to videotape there. Definitely want to do some New York stuff. I want to go to Boston. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm answering your questions.
At least that member had the nerve to ask his question again, given you fucked it up the first time around. Surprised he wasn't silenced for his insolence.
I've got a heavy question for the chat. Ken, with all of the recent cancel culture happening, as a YouTube personality, do you feel more nervous about saying the wrong thing these days? No. I just try to be as politically correct as I can. I don't try to do anything political on my channel. I've always said I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion on my channel because it just causes too much of a problem. If something's big in the news, again, I try to steer away from it because it just causes a problem. So I hope that answers your question.
No, it doesn't answer the question, as being PC is only one facet. You have said and done plenty that would raise the eyebrows of many, kinda like with those of us who react to your content. During your last 2-hour live stream, you said all lives matter, for example. You're filming a senior citizen getting into a fender bender rather than trying to help guide him is another thing. I could go on, but we could spend hours on this topic.
Thank everyone for a lovely welcome, says Destiny. What's up, Ken, my man? I see Chris. Cheers. I'm having a coffee. We got 15 minutes left in this 1 hour members only, moderators only live stream. We got 3 new members, Zach P, Johnny Hex, and Destiny's Embrace Games. So welcome all. I believe we're up to 69 members, which is fantastic. Your names will appear in tomorrow's video. Right now I'm doing a 24-hour ordering the cashier's worst food item on the menu.
He once again forgot what he was doing, so it changed from what he said earlier. Boy, if Ken was being interrogated, he would fold under questioning so quickly as his story would just keep changing.
So look forward to that tomorrow. And Zach P, Johnny Hex, and Destiny's Embrace Games, your names will be in the credits starting tomorrow on my videos. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate the support. What is Ruby Soper? But he says hi. So hey, Ruby. Ken, you have to go to Brooklyn, New York and eat the best Italian food at L&B. I would. That sounds great. I would love to eat there.
Look at just how excited he is to eat there. He doesn't even know what there is, but he would love to eat whatever they serve up. His face emphasizes that, right, everyone?
David says, New Orleans looks really nice place to visit. It is. Beautiful. Beautiful place. Especially like the tombs and things that you get to walk around in. What's the best item on the menu of the Tic-Tac-Toe? Right now, it is the steak sandwich. I'm very addicted to the steak sandwich, and they also have these. I believe they're chicken Thai bites or something. Fantastic. They're rolls, I believe. Yeah, they're like Indian rolls.
Ken just loves anything that is deep fried or dripping in grease. We've all seen how he just gobbles up burgers and fries. He keeps talking about those damn curry rolls, though.
I've always wanted to visit San Francisco and go to the Alcatraz and do the tour and answer the questions they ask. Now that I know a lot, or now that I know, LOL, cheat the system. So I've been to Alcatraz and I've been to San Francisco, and David, it is a beautiful city to visit. I highly recommend it. Great shirt, Ken. Well, thank you. David, sorry. Darth Vader says, talk to you later, Ken. I'm going get off and go play some Halo. Have a good Halo game match. Hope you win.
Halo game and match? Couldn't help but just point this out.
King Tazi says, oh my. Krista says, see you later, Darth Vader. The church's chicken sandwich looks so yummy, it made my mouth water, jealous. It was a good sandwich, for sure. They just got to work on their tomatoes. Make me happy again.
Not the damn tomato gate situation again. We get it, Ken. Just move on already.
James says, see you later to Darth Vader. David says, I'd like to welcome all the new members to the channel and have great time and perks with being a member. I do look forward to my name after the videos too, LOL. It's cool to have it on the video. Thanks to give me some feedback there, David. I appreciate that. Icy Chris says, my woman. L&B is right by my place in Brooklyn. I don't think I've been to Brooklyn. I've been to the Bronx. I've been to Manhattan, and that's pretty much the only two places in New York. And then I drove out of Manhattan and went over to Connecticut, so I'm not sure what other places I went through. Scott Murray says, have a good one, Darth. If you want, Robbie Suit says, if you want to do a mukbang at L&B and you're in the area, contact me. I sure will. I'll try to keep that in mind. King Tazi says, me too, Robbie. King Tazi also says, I'm 50 minutes away from Robbie. Wow. That's interesting. The things we learn.
Chances are Ken didn't learn anything, as he will have forgotten it moments later.
Destiny says, I live in the UK, and I've seen in your videos most of the places you go to have the similar names as we do in the UK, like Whitby and Scarborough. Yeah, Canada basically stole all your names because, people from the UK migrated here as Canada was growing, and they got to name all the places. So
Canada and the United States were English colonists, so duh.
Thank you for those names. King Tazi says yes. David says, when Darth Vader says he's going to sleep, he's going to the dark side. The dark side. I am almost finished my coffee, guys. That means we're almost done. We've got 10 minutes left.
He took a sip and didn't do it, then took the last one and he fucking did it. Ken, you look like a fucking moron every time you do that. Surprised he didn't tell us he was all done, too.
Destiny, yeah, as well, the places he's been to, I live near in called Anchorage. Canada also stole your queen. Yes, we steal queens. So, guys, we have 10 minutes left. I covered 2 of the topics that people asked me to cover. So I'd like to thank them while I'm here. Amy Mitchell Gaming and Zaira Bandali. Thank you very much for those 2 topics. And the topics were, what are your plans after COVID is over? And the other topic was, where do we see the food industry going these days? and we chatted about that. Got out some information, just my opinions on that information. So, how many cups of coffee is that? I had the one McDonald's coffee this morning, and this is my second cup. I will have one more as soon as the stream is over, and then I have to head out to do 2 more restaurant locations. People really want me to go to Pizza Nova, and so I might include that. I don't know. I'll have to ask. I'll have to slip into a Pizza Nova and say, because the question is, what is your least favorite item on the menu? So it's got to be something on the menu that the cashier, never orders, because that's not the kind of pizza they like. It's not necessarily a bad pizza. It's just an opinion on what they don't like.
How is that any different from McDonald's then? A cashier might not like fish, so they'd say the Filet-O-Fish, which many other people like, and most people say is the better fish sandwich offering from fast food burger joints. All of it is opinion. All of it is subjective. Quit trying to make an excuse, Ken, on why you can't go to a pizza place.
David Johnson says, and we the UK stole your money style. We actually stole that from Australia. So Australia came up with the plastic money, and we adopted that practice. I didn't like it at first because when it bends, it stays bent. You can't iron it or anything because it melts. So yeah, don't iron your money nowadays. And then I guess the UK did it after us. I have no idea. I don't know.
If you don't know, then don't make such assertions. Better to say nothing at all than open your mouth and look like a fool. The latter might be impossible, though.
So we also got 3 members, brand new members, during this live stream. Once again, I'd like to welcome Zach P, Johnny Hex, and Destiny's Embrace Gaming. We're up to 69 brand new members.
Wrong, Ken. You are up to 69 members. Only 3 of them are brand new.
James Baxter, was that a mistake? Viewed. I think there is nothing wrong with any of his comments. Yeah, never ever hide a member's comment. Sorry, David. I knew it was a mistake. Yeah, never. My moderators, pretty much only moderators. Moderators, here's a topic something for you guys to remember. When I do a live stream for moderators and members, you don't need to moderate. You never ever need to remove any comments ever during this 1 hour live stream. I kind of thought it was a mistake, but
Something tells me that is untrue. I'm sure if someone who wasn't a fan paid the $5 fee to speak and they said something Ken didn't like, he would have them blocked, as we all know Ken cannot take criticism at all.
not a problem. So disappointed to have missed the stream. Only just seen it. Nottingham College TV, welcome to the show. We got 6 minutes left, so ask your questions so we can at least answer some of your questions. Yeah, the best thing for my moderators during this live stream is you have the day off. You don't need to moderate. You guys just hang out, ask questions, talk to each other, respond to each other. That's all I expect from you guys during the members only live stream. This is a super friendly live stream.
Guess we need to test that statement as he smirks about it being super friendly.
So Nottingham College TV, come on, get that question in here. We got 5 minutes left. Coffee is great anytime. Yeah, I don't like drinking it after 6. It will mess me up. There have been times during fasting that I needed it between 6 and 8 o'clock at night. Kevin W. with a big smile. What's on the dinner menu tonight? That was a question I asked earlier. So today I'm doing ordering the cashier's least favorite item on the menu. And I really don't know what to do next. I was thinking of heading up to the trolls are well outside the walls. Yes.
I thought Ken was the king of the trolls, though. Or is he the king of the bullies?
I'm going to head up to Barrie, and I'm not sure 100% what restaurants I want to do, but we'll figure it out. But I want to do 2 more. This is the first time I've ever done 6 restaurants in one episode. It just started happening as I was driving around.
That is a lack of restraint.
Okay, Ken, I'm out of here for today. Take care. I will be back for the next live stream. Thanks, Scott Murray. If you decide to do a food review in Bowmanville, let me know. I'd love to meet you. Okay, Scott. Scott, are you on my Facebook, buddy? My Facebook is right here. Are you part of my Facebook friends on the Ken Domik side, not the KBD Productions side? Would like to see new cooking reviews. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing them. Again, it's not a done deal that we're not doing them anymore. It's just that Paul is working his butt off to keep his restaurant going. So, and I'm doing my own thing. Have you seen Annie's Burger Shack in Nottingham, UK? I have not. I doubt it. But genuine USA burgers. Search for it. Very good individual place. Under 6 minutes. Nice. Thomas Becker says, don't we all want to see more content with Paul? Aw, thank you. 3 minutes left.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Ken isn't such a fan of people saying they want to see more of Paul on his channel.
Yes, I think so, but I will check. I just want to make sure, because it's good to keep in touch with me there. I guess it would be under Scott Murray, I would imagine. Yeah, Scott Murray. Done. Yeah, we've never, Yo. Send. Now the conversation started. I'm not 100% sure. I think we are. Yeah, it's, you and somebody else in the picture. Not a problem, James Baxter. It was an accident. But again, members, moderators, when we're doing these live streams on Wednesday, it's your day off. You guys don't have to moderate. Just sit back, relax, and let me do everything. All right? Cool? Awesome.
Never thought I would see the day when Ken would tell others to not work so he can do it all. I think my mind was just blown.
Not too sure if they have a symposium in Barrie. That place is awesome. I don't think we do. I'd have to look it up. I love these streams. The comments are so positive. Me too. Yes, it was a mistake. Yeah, James, we know it was a mistake, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have, well, how many seconds left? 30 seconds left. All right. Once again, I'd love to thank every single one of my members for dropping by this members only live stream. If you are just watching this and you're not a member, consider becoming a member and you'll get your name and the credits of all my videos as long as you stay a member. If you're a member for a 1 month, 2 months, a year, your name will be in my videos for that time. I'd like to thank all my moderators who help me moderate when I do the big 3-hour shows for my whole audience. So thank you very much to those moderators. I'd like to welcome once again our 3 new members, Zach P, Johnny Hex, and Destiny's Embrace Games. You guys are all awesome. Welcome aboard. Again, as of tomorrow, you'll see your name starting to appear in all the credits of my videos. And again, you're more than welcome to stop by any Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. It seems to be the best time of the week. It seems to be the best time of the day to do these. I apologize to any other people who are on the other parts of the world who just can't, because of where they live, they can't be a part of this. I'm leaving these up for a minimum of a day. I might leave them up for a week. I might leave them up for a month. That's why I'm using non-copyrighted music. I pay for this music through what's it called? Oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called. Epidemic Sound. So Epidemic and Sound. I'm using all their music. So if you're interested in using copyright-free music, check out Epidemic Sound. All right, guys, have a good night, have a good day, and we'll talk to you in the next live stream. Ken Domik out.
I never even realized that I was using part of his old outro. Must have been a subconscious thing. However, it seems he isn't a fan, so he is trying to take it back at least for this week. Too cute of you, Ken. Well, he didn't bring up his weight loss or fasting at all this week. That is a first, and I am so thankful for it. Still as boring as ever, mind you, as he just drones on and on, reading out the comments and who said what to whom, and even when trying to bring a couple topics of discussion into the mix, it was short-lived. Ken, you either need to spend time and watch how others do quality live streams so you can just copy them, or just give up already. These streams do you no favors at all, as it only makes you look silly. He peppered in some attempts at getting people to join with the whole name in the credits perk, but compared to previous weeks, it wasn't so bad. I do want to test out whether he would block someone who paid him money if they were polite but didn't kiss his ass. Something tells me he would block them as soon as he realized they were being critical. As always, I appreciate the community for the continued support. We are inching closer and closer towards the goals of the partnership program. As I said, I just want to unlock the community features. Any monetary gains through AdSense would just be secondary to me, but I'd find a way to put it back into the channel somehow. This has been another Ken Domik Dissemination Expose. But until next time, KDDE out.